Hello everyone, I'm Gary Fisk, Professor of Psychology at Georgia Southwestern State University. In this video, what we're going to do is use PSPP software to do chi-square tests. There's two versions of the chi-square test. The goodness of fit version is the more simple of the two. We've got a single dimension and we'll be counting up how many people are in each category, comparing across categories to see if there's any differences. The independence test is a little more complicated. We've got two dimensions for sorting people, and then we'll again see if there's unequal numbers of people in each category. So let's start with the goodness of fit test. The data file you see here is from my website, PSPP for Beginners. What you can see is we've got a sex variable. We're coding people 0, 1, or 2, depending on their sex. 0 is for male, 1 is for female, and 2 is for non-binary. You can see I've set this up in my value labels here. So that'll give you an idea of where it is. We put those in there like that. Okay. So if we switch over here, when you scroll down through these, you can see, when you scroll down through these, you can see what the data look like, right? It gives you a code for each one here. It kind of pops up. Okay, so let's do a simple chi-square test on this, a goodness of fit test. To do that, we have to go to the Analyze menu, go down to non-parametric statistics. The chi-squared test is part of the non-parametric statistical test family, and there's an option here for chi-squared. Okay. All right, so you can see here's our list of variables. We've only got one, so we're going to select that and move it over to the test variables here, right? Select, click the button, move it over to here. There's some other options here, but we don't really need to fiddle with those too much. For basic analysis, we can just leave them the same. All right, so now let's click OK, and you'll see that we get a chi-squared test here. It's got descriptive statistics on the top with observed and expected frequencies. In the bottom table, we've got our chi-squared test result. It's got the chi-squared score, the degrees of freedom, and then asymptotic significance is our p-value, right? It's our probability for this outcome. Okay, so that's how we do it there. Okay, so that's the simple version of chi-squared. Let's do one more that's a little more complex. Goodness of fit looks at just one dimension. The test of independence sorts people by two dimensions, so it's a little more complicated. Let me open another data file that has this data in it. Right, so where am I here? Okay, what we're going to do for this one is use a feature called crosstabs. Crosstab is short for cross-tabulation. We're going to be sorting people based on sex and their political party. Democrat or Republican. So you can see I've got the data set up like that here. I've got my basic coding scheme again for sex or political party. I guess I used 1s and 2s for the sex coding for this one, and political parties 1s and 2s here for Democrats and Republicans. You can see that here in my value labels, right? All right, so I've got those here. All right, so let's try this one now. If we go to Analyze, we have to go to Descriptive Statistics, and then there's an option called Crosstabs. That's short again for cross-tabulation. So let's select this, and it'll ask us about our variables. We've got to tell it where the variables go. We'll put political party, how about that goes in the columns, and we'll put sex in the rows, right? Select, arrow, button, and then move it over. There's some options here for statistics. You can see that the default is chi-squared. There's some other statistics we could choose from here, but we'll just select chi-square. Right, so we'll select that, and then click OK. And here's our results down here like this. It'll give us descriptive statistics. Notice this is our breakdown. It's made a little table. It's got the sex variable in the row, the political party variable in the columns, and it breaks it down. It's got frequencies, percentages. There's more than one way you can think about percentages. So it's got row percentages, column percentages would go vertical, and then total percentages would be for the whole table. So, and then here at the bottom, we've got our test results. There's multiple versions of this that we could go by. What we want is the Pearson's chi-square. That's the most common one. These others are maybe less commonly used like that. So the value here is our chi-square score. This is our degrees of freedom in the DF column. And then the significance value is 0.028. So that's our p-value. So that's where we'd find those from. And as always, we can export these from file export. We can save it as a text file, word processing file called open document, or we can save it as a PDF file. So very good. That'll take care of us for chi-squared. Thank you for watching. Good luck with your statistical analysis.